Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Today it is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your morning is starting out right. My morning is starting out amazing. Amazing for a Monday. Sometimes Mondays are like, hold on one second, Maxine's like, oh, mom's going out. Let me go out with her. She was a little lazy today. She didn't want to come out. So usually Mondays are a little more tiring. The weekend's long. Sometimes, you know, it's a long week before. I had a busy week last week, but I didn't do, like, I had a couple days off for filming. I filmed ahead so I could have a few days off because we had other activities going on. So it made, like, the weekend feel very long and good. Like, we had a lot going on, fun things for the kids, and just, it was good. It was so good. As you can see from the house this morning, it was a little bit messy, and I'm like, okay, that's called for a good weekend. Like, it's a good weekend. The house stays clean too, but then you know you spent more time in the house cleaning it and keeping up on the normal day-to-day. So we did not. We just enjoyed and had a fun time. So it was good. Just a great weekend. I'm like, okay, ready to get back on my week, get things cleaned up, get things going, because you know what? It's a whole nother week here in Florida. So I woke up this morning, actually went swimming in the pool. I haven't swam early in the morning since last summer because the water's a little bit chillier, you know. So we usually heat the pool. We heat it every day, and usually in the morning it gets a little chilly and you're like, okay, can you do this? But it's been really nice out. So we got up this morning, Greg and I got up at 5:30 and came out and swam, and I'm like, okay, like he was awake before me and I got up and I'm like, okay, let's go. And he's like, are you really doing this? I'm like, we're doing this. So we came out, we swam for about 40 minutes this morning. It was very nice. A good way to wake up. It's breezy. It's just nice. It's not super sunny right now. It's kind of cloudy and yet here's Maxine. She's like, I'm just over here. But it was, you know, just good. A good wake up, a good way to wake up. And then I came back in, got some coffee, and then went upstairs and got some work done. And I'm like, okay, we're ready to start our day. So shout out to Maxine for catching a lizard in the house. We had a white albino, or I guess it'd just be called an albino, not a white, because albino is white, correct? Yes. Albino lizard. We went for a scooter ride last night and came in the door. As we were shutting the door, the girls were watching a movie and they're like, Mom, lizard! Big lizard. I mean, big, you know, big like this big, and climbing on the back of the door. I'm like, oh my goodness. But you know what? Who caught the lizard? Maxine. So yeah, yay, Maxine. We also had a snake. Oh my goodness. We had, I think I have footage. I counted on my phone. I went to leave, I think it was Friday. I don't remember what day it was. Friday, I went to get out the door. Walked out the door to a big giant black snake on our porch. I'm like, oh my goodness. Thankfully, it was just like slithering by. It wasn't like it was like napping up. And I know black snakes are good. We had them in the mountains. I just don't like seeing snakes. I don't like reptile-y things. So I don't like that, and I don't like mice. Those are whatever. Spiders, I've seen those. I still don't like them, but they're there. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, so that was our first encounter with a snake on the porch. I'm like, okay. I mean, he was just slithering like he didn't, it's not like he was sitting there like, let me hang out. It was like, well, let me go find my body of water and get out of this neighborhood. So that was exciting. So we had the snake, we had the albino lizard in the house. I'm like, that was great. You know, always good fun. Creepy crawly. The girls are like, could you imagine if that crawled up in your room? I'm like, the sad thing is you wouldn't even know it was in there. Like, I know when I moved my bed over, I found a dead lizard under my nightstand. I'm like, oh my goodness, that thing was in my house and I had no idea. So yeah, they come in. It's Florida. It's gonna happen. Like, they're so fast. They're in like 2 seconds. So learn not to embrace them, but just learning that they're there. So it's all good. It's good. So we're going to have a good day today. I got stuff to do. You want to see my plants? I'm feeling like I can do this whole, I mean, I say I do this whole plant thing. Like, I'm not a good green thumb person, like very well. We had gardens. We had a garden in Michigan. It's so much easier to plant stuff in a garden, like on the ground, and, you know, have it grow. Obviously, we did that. We had the tiller. We had all that. We had the chickens. We had the ducks. We had geese. We had all those things before vlogging days when the older kids were younger. And then we had it forever, and we had it in 2 of our houses in Michigan. Had the raised garden beds, and it did good. I used to can. I used to do tons. That had a good Mennonite friend, and she had a farm, and so she would give me. I'd be able to go up there and get some produce, like a whole bunch of it. Because when you're canning, you know, you want to have a whole ton of stuff. So she would get me a whole lot of stuff, and I would do a lot of canning and do all of that. And then I had a lot of babies. That was when I had 4. And, you know, it's easier when you can manage a couple kids, but when you had the 6, then I kind of stopped doing it. I would do certain things, like I would get apples, and we would do applesauce every year because applesauce was very simple to do. It was one of those things I could let boil, sit in the pot for a while. When I got to it, I could get to it. There were long days, and then I learned, like, that I was, like, paranoid of the botulism because I had heard stories, and I thought, because you can't really smell it. Ooh, the wind's going to blow. You can't really I mean, obviously you can detect if it's moldy, but the botulism stuff you couldn't really detect. So all I could think of was, what if I can peaches or pears and then I feed it to my baby and something happens? This was before freezing days because I didn't even have, do we have an extra freezer? No, I don't think we had extra freezers at this point. So it was one of those things, you know, as a mom, you just like think, all these things. So I haven't done it in a long time, and so it's been many years. We did nothing in the mountains. We had those little gardens in our mountain, and I remember we left for Michigan thinking but anyways, went for Michigan. We came back, what, a month, 3 weeks later, and they were all rotted. The plants were rotted because they had so much rain, because there was so much rain and it's just wet. Mountains are wet, very wet. So I was able to give those to Lauren. She lives in a sunnier place in the mountains there, so they grew so much more better at her place. And so here we have a lot of sun, so I'm excited. So things are growing. As you can see right here, we've got this. I did film. I was thinking, did I film putting these in? So this works really good. So I have my green onions around here, and then these are coming up. This is a cucumber. This is the plant. I think I bought 2 of them. I did buy 2. And we had terrible winds, and I just literally set them in here, and one had bent and broke off. So I think I saw something coming up. I don't even know if it's gonna come up. So I think it's like back here. It's like dead. So I don't even think that's gonna come up. But this one is going really good. So these things, they're coming along and they're swirling around this and like hooking on. I'm like, love it. So that's good. So cucumber up here. So what I'm thinking, this is my thought process, because you know, the cucumbers going up is going to be a good thing. We planted all these. There's cucumbers over there. I'm just going to set, I don't know if I'll leave this pot here or move it over there. And then to set the smaller ones around it and then let them go up here too. We'll have like this humongous bush of cucumbers. I feel like that's going to work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. And the green onions are all popping up again. So I was glad to see that. My tomato at the end is going good, and there's one over here. So they are growing up. I've got this branch down here is looking kind of like yucky, but everything, it's coming up. It's like I just keep, as it comes up, I kind of move it over the top here. So I feel like these are doing good. There's a tiny little tomato right there, so that's good. So yay on that. We got 2 banana trees. We didn't plant those yet, but those are in the mix for planting. Brooklyn was planting seeds in here, and so we've got cucumbers coming up. If you can see down here, we've got a cucumber right here, and there, there's 2 in there, so I'm going to take one out. And down this thing, there's a whole lot in here. So we have to, I think that was the first one, and she said, how many seeds in there? And I think she was thinking I talked like the lettuce seeds, and so we have a whole lot in there. So we have to pull those out. And then our mangoes were starting to pop out, so, and those are bananas. So they're coming. It'll be good to see. I should have planted these a long time ago, but that's okay. It'll stay hot here for a long time, so it'll be very nice when they start growing. So today is a good Monday. I have lots to get picked up and done. I got up early so I can get everything finished. I want to have a good school day. We're getting down to the end of the school year, which is really good. Kind of finishing up. Most of it's like review stuff that they would do on a test for testing for school. So that's kind of where we're at, going through that kind of review. And so it's good. Like school days are easy. It's kind of like reviewing over things. And if they kind of don't really know it, we go over a little bit extra. So it works out good to like to do that today for a little while, which will be nice. Clean up. We got to make some food. We did, the weekend we had a lot of soup and sandwiches for the weekend. And so I think there's just a little bit of sandwich material in there. I don't think there's any soup. There might be a little bit of broccoli soup. And then on breakfast, we have yogurt. We have bagels in there. So I'm going to try to use those up. And then I'll figure out what we're going to do for dinner today. But it's going to be a great day today. I'm excited. It's good to get up and get moving in the morning, get our day rolling. It's always a good thing. So I've got some encouragement for you today, because you know why? We need to be encouraged. You need to be encouraged. I need to be encouraged, because you know what? There's so much negativity in this world, and it just makes you like, you watch videos, and do you ever just feel icky after watching them, or feel very discontented after watching them, or feel very much like you just don't feel like good. It's like I know I can watch good videos, and all it does is make me want to feel like, oh, I don't have that in my life. And sometimes it can make you feel that way, doesn't it? It can. It's just a natural thing. So I want to give you encouragement for your day today. So you know what the fruits of the Spirit are? From Galatians 5:22 and 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, and goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. You know, at multiple times in my life, I've gone through that verse and just picked one and worked on that for the day. Not worked on it for the day, or for a few days. You want to grow real quick in your day? Ask God to help you work on your patience for the day. I guarantee it'll be a really good, fun day. You will definitely get a chance to work on your patience, or love, or joy, any of those things. Pick any of faithfulness, the self-control. Self-control. Who are you barking at? She's like, I smell somebody. What are you sniffing? She's over there barking. She doesn't usually bark over there. So anyways, pick one of those and like have work on that for the day. You'd be surprised how many times, like self-control, okay? In the areas of food, what? I know I just said it. Self-control in the areas of food. That's a hard thing to master for the day. Self-control in other things like pornography might be easy. Self-control in gossip might be easy. Self-control in not lying might be easy. But try self-control in your food for the day. I know, struggles. It is struggles. It's struggles, but a good thing to overcome. If you can learn to get that self-control in those areas of your life, it's a good thing. Or try peace or joy. Every time your mind goes to thoughts that are bad, no. Peaceful things, good things, positive things. Try it for today. That is my encouragement to you today for you to, if you would like to. You don't have to, obviously. You don't have to skip over this part. That's fine. But if you want to make yourself a better human, a better person in this world, work on those. Those are a good thing to do. To better yourself, you'll feel so much more better. I promise you. You want to go through life like the whole thing about Jesus is, yes, you if you accept Jesus as your Savior, you're going to heaven. Awesome. That's a great thing. You got it. You don't have to do any of the stuff in between. You don't have to work on these things. You don't have to do those things. You know what the great thing is? You can work on those things and you can have a better life here. That's the beautiful thing of it. Doesn't mean that you're going to win more points or do better in God's eyes if you work on those love, joy, peace, any of that stuff. No, but God still loves you. But the beautiful thing is, guess what? He knows what's good for you. He knows what's good for me. And he knows that, hey, if we work on those things, it's going to better your life. It's going to make your life happier. It's going to make your life more joyful. It's going to make your life better as a human, the people that you interact with, the people that are around you. That is a great thing. He wants to spread his light on this earth, and how he does it is through you and what you do and your little circle of influence around you, wherever that may be in your world. So you might not think you have a whole lot. You might think, oh, I'm in this little world, but there are people that you come in contact with that will remember you, that see you each day, that you can have a positive impact on. So work on those things today. If you want, pick one. I know. Pick on one of those and work on them today. So are you ready for a good day? Let's go back in. Let's get moving. I got a whole lot of stuff to clean up. It's going to be a great day. You ready for a good motivation? Let's get some stuff done on Monday. All right, let's go. Okay, kitchen disaster. This is the evidence of a really nice long weekend. We did clean up. Well, I didn't thoroughly clean up, but we did like flip out the dishes a few times and kind of clean things up. But for the most part, we just enjoyed, and I'm okay with that. I am completely fine with that. When I see this kitchen like this, I don't go, oh, the kitchen. I say, wow, what a good weekend we had, and we did. Because when it's all cleaned up and perfect, you know, you didn't really do a whole lot that weekend. Or I feel like in our home, that's how it works, because we were focused more on chores and cleaning up. And I've been there, I've done that. We've done that many a time. Sometimes our weekends are like that, but this is evidence of a good, well-spent weekend. The dishwasher, I'm like, oh, all these dishes here, but it's good. I think we ran it yesterday morning is when I ran the last load of dishes, and then these were all accumulation from, the entire day. So we pretty much had soup and sandwiches all weekend. We had a lot of that. We had those little pizza bombs and those little taquito-y things. So it was an easy food weekend. Everybody loves it. It's one of those things nothing went to waste. And then by Sunday, I'm like, all right, if everybody has a soup and sandwich for lunch, I'll make some of the buffalo chicken for dinner. So we had the buffalo chicken bites, and I said I just heated that up, and that's everybody's favorite. It's grab and go. Some ate it I ate mine in the pool, sat in the pool and ate it. Some they were watching a movie. We watched Little House on the Prairie. They love that show. Does anybody else like Little House on the Prairie? That's something we love watching. It's like the staple we watch all the time. So I think we were sitting there watching the movie, and it was the Christmas one where they have the snowstorm blizzard. You remember when they get the blizzard, these kids get sent home early from school, and then they get stuck in the blizzard outside. So we're watching, and we're like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? We know what's going to happen. We've seen this 1,000 times, but we watched that and then had some chicken, some swam, some went out. It's just everybody doing their own thing, which was good. It's the grab and go meal. So just a little bit to clean up. So I'm going to get this dishwasher loaded so that I can at least have a cleaner workspace to work and clean up that kitchen. And then whoever's job it is for Monday for cleaning up dishes and put them away, they will have those to stick away. Now the kitchen counters are pretty much clean. I'm just going to do a good wipe down of the counters. Everything's getting wiped down. That's always a good feeling. Just when you can clear your counters off. I have a lot of piles of things like to do and to get done. I'm like, okay, I just moved them over to my little piece of furniture here on the wall, the one we moved out of the closet. I'm like, that'll be my to-do pile. So it's not on my kitchen counter here. And then I'm going to take my air fryer out. I'm going to put that in the hallway. I have to do some cleaning. I think this week our deep cleaning is the hallways, which will be my butler's pantry. So I want to hook that up over there so that it's plugged in and ready to use whenever they want to use it over there. So I'm just going to move it over there and set it in there. And now that the stove is all cleaned off, it's usually, this stove has got so many, I love the stove. It's a huge, big stove, but it's got so many little nooks and crannies that get so many crumbs in it. I'm like, oh my goodness, I would definitely, it's just not as easy to clean off. Yeah, obviously it's a flat, smooth stove. Even my one in the mountains, it was a little bit easier to clean, but I'm like, just have to make sure you get all the crumbs off, because we use this and kids use it and they drop food. I guess if it's just one person cooking, it's not a big deal, but when you got, 8 other people in the kitchen, so I try to, not always, like take whatever's over there and put it on the counter to serve it versus on the stove, but it doesn't always happen. So it just, it's life, that's what it is. So you just have to wipe it off. So I'm just gonna I have some stainless steel cleaner, got this at TJ Maxx for like $5, and it works really good. I still have a whole bottle still. I bought another one because I saw it there, but I still am on the first bottle. So I'm just gonna wipe off the dishwasher here and the stove, the front of it. It just keeps it clean. And then I'm gonna wipe off my coffee area over here. We had our other toaster. Remember how I said this one I thought was just getting bad, not cooking as long? And then I got that other one and realized, no, it takes just as long. And so I feel like this toaster is still good. So we kept this one, passed the other one along. I had someone else that needed one, so I gave that to them. And then it worked out really good. So 4-slice toaster, that's what we're gonna stay at. The other one's really cute, and they appreciated it because they wanted something a little more cute and modern than the regular stainless steel. So let's just wipe this off. My sink has so many nooks and crannies. I like the white sink is nice. I like the full-size sink, but you have to have the little like metal rack in the bottom, otherwise everything hits the bottom and scratches it, or they can break easy. But it's got so many little tiny like rubber stops, so like there's little holes, so mold gets stuck inside there if you don't clean it all off all the way. So I just need to spray those and let that sit for a little bit and kind of, get all the germs out of there, which is a good thing. And while I'm doing that, I'll wipe the refrigerator. Okay, wiping the refrigerator has allowed me to do a little bit of cleaning there. I'm like, okay, there's a few things to kind of figure out what I have to use up. And the girls made some candles. And I said, oh, use these containers, but I didn't tell them, like, don't worry about wiping out the wax. We'll just put it in the freezer and it can pop right out. So this is where I'm like scraping it. They'll scrape it too. I was just like, oh, I'll be able to pop this out. But it's like the smeared on wax. Does that make, oh, stay open. Where it's like, it's smeared, so it's like that, where if it was a piece of wax, you can just pop it out. So basically, I wonder what's an easier way to do this. I'm sure I can Google it and figure out. But you know how it is, if it's like a whole piece, it just pops out. But since it's like smeared on there, I'm like, will this ever come off again? It's one of those you have to scrape, scrape, scrape. So I don't know if we're gonna be keeping those or not. I'll have to do a quick Google and see. Maybe it's good they were making some candles they got for a Christmas gift. And so I'm like, sure, you can just put it in the freezer, it'll pop right off. But I don't think I know you're not supposed to smear it. So it's gonna be a little bit of work. So I'll probably take some of this off and have them take some off too. It's all good. All right, we'll work on that later. So now my sink has had plenty of chance to, sit with the bleach, which is good. So I'll just kind of scrub it down so I can wipe it. I usually use bleach once in a great while, but it just gets like these little rubber, my sink was full of food too, mind you, I haven't cleaned that out, but these little rubber things right here, they have little slits in them, so water and mold gets into them. The little pieces that hit the bottom, those are, get mold in them too. So now we can clean out the sink. Those don't seem to come off very easy. I think most people resort to like a rubber mat. That'd probably be way better, would it not? This came with it. I took it. It came with the house. This came with the house. I took this out when we first moved in, but the dishes did scratch the bottom of the sink. So because it's not just me doing it. So I probably should just replace this because it does, like, I can't take these off. I'm trying to push them off, so I'm gonna kind of, I'll scrub my sink out and I'll spray mold and let it sit in there longer because it's like in the bottom of those. That's good. You gotta do what you gotta do. Then you can probably get a big silicone mat somewhere. Since it's not like a solid sink, it's got that lip, you get like mold, like I guess like you would get in a toilet, right? So it's one of those things, the hidden areas you don't see, because it's not, like this is smooth, well, it's almost smooth, the front of the sink, but this part is not. You see that? Yuck. I'm going to do it, and I got a little bit, I've got back here, we've got to re-caulk this. I have the caulk thing, I just need to do it. I'm not a good caulker, so I'll have to have Greg do that. Let me dump this out, and then let's spray, let me rinse my stuff out. So let's rinse out our bag here. Let's get out of the sink area. These work great to reuse. These held our popsicles. We still have, what do we have from our frozen treats? That was what, 2 months ago? We still have a whole banana split. I still have all the, not all of my bomb pops. I have some of the lemonade ones. I've got a few of the pudding ones. And I still have some brownies and cookies. We still have a lot of, not a lot, just some. So, these bags work good to reuse. I'll just set this here. We end up putting it in the hallway in the butler's pantry and let it dry. So let me rinse this off because I will go do something else while this sits with bleach. I've got some more scrub mommies. These are kind of looking nasty. They definitely get used. So I'm going to just, I'm going to spray up there with bleach real good. Again, and spraying all the little holes in here in the sink. Let that sit, and then we'll go work on something else for the day. Camera died, so I am just gonna let that soak really good. I've got all the little spots in there, and I kind of like move, they're like little rubber, like a plastic ring, a clip that goes around the edges, and kind of moved it and sprayed in there. I've got a caulk behind my sink. That's on my to-do list. To-do list, caulk your sink. I'm not a good caulker. Like I caulked before, I'm just not that good, but Greg can do that, so he can get that cleaned up real good because that needs to be done well. So I am done in the kitchen here pretty much. It's cleaned in here, so now I'm just gonna, I probably should go throw some water. Let's throw some towels in. The rest is like just pick up the dining room, which I might do in a minute. Let me go do my bathroom first. Let's go do bathroom. We usually always do that last, and that gets put, you know, pushed aside, and then I'm like, I'll just leave it. So let's do that. Let's go get the laundry first. I know I got towels. We do have a load of towels, so I'm gonna get those started. We already got towels, so that'll be good. We'll have 2 loads to wash. Let's go do, the bedroom. I came to the bedroom, Maxine's sleeping in her bed. This is her original dog bed. We had this in the mountains forever. Let's get little, you know, doggies. I have a bed up in my office that's similar, and I have another one I put in the kitchen because it's a little bit smaller, and I feel like it fits better in the space, but I find that she's sleeping on this bed. So I'm like, do you love this bed more, and you want me to move this back, or what? So she likes her big old dog bed. You like this one? Oh, do you like your bed? I don't know if we'll see. If she doesn't lay in the kitchen one, maybe I'll move this back in there for her. The bedroom's not too bad. I'm just doing a quick pickup. Just make the bed real quick and, you know, just kind of straighten in here. It is what it is in here for now until we get some more stuff. I've got so many candles here to, like, we were at the store and I'm like, ooh, that smells good. And I'm like, I have so many candles still, so we don't burn as many at all here. I don't know, maybe, like I feel like in the mountains, you know, it's dreary and cooler, so you burn more candles, having the house, I don't know, not the air on all the time, I don't know. So I just don't as much, so I'm trying to use these up. So bedroom's not too messy out there. I just made my bed. I'm like, how many people really make their bed every day? I would guess not everybody does. I don't always. I usually, like Monday I make it a couple times. I thought I heard phone ring. But so most of the time I just do what I did there. I just pull it back, spray it with some refresher spray. If there's any hair from Maxine, she didn't sleep. She slept with Maddie last night, but if there's a little bit of dog hair, I'll just use the little roller lint brush to pick up the dog hair and just kind of straighten and make everything's charged, plug it in. I plugged in my, I had Greg's earbuds. I know those will need to be charged. Mine are pretty much, but I had the JBL speaker and we used that outside by the pool this weekend. So I want to make sure that was charged for this week as well, using it. And then I'm just going to wipe up the bathroom here. There's not a whole lot. I mean, just, you know, picking up wiping in here, easy. We will do, I think this week is deep clean. I've been trying to do the deep clean this month, getting it done next month, will we? Probably not. Usually I try to skip every other month, every couple months. When I see it gets dirtier, then I'm like, okay, time to do it. But right now is a good time because we're home. We're not out doing a whole lot right this week, which will be nice. And then I can get some more of that done. And then if everybody helps, it's done a whole lot quicker. So I'm just I've been using up wipes, got a lot of these when we moved. So there's a lot of these like wipes, which I don't like. I like paper towel and good old spray. So I'm just gonna wipe everything using these because we're using them up for the day. And then this week will be a deep clean in here. So I'll have to kind of go through and clean out drawers, that kind of stuff. Now the shower, it's not that bad. It's actually stayed pretty clean this week, so it should be real quick. For pretty much the bathroom's done. Got a good wipe in the toilet, the shower, the floor. We do come by and they do the steam mop. So Maddie does steam mop. She likes that job. So she will come in here and do that, even though I wiped up most of it just to kind of do a little scrub if there were some little stains or little marks or something to wipe up. Hair, because hair comes out. That happens. That's normal when you have long hair. All over the house, in the vacuums. I'm like, okay. But girls, that's what happens. So a lot of that to pick up. And then that'll be it in here. I just grabbed my laundry, picked up my closet real quick so we can vacuum in there as well. It's good. So these two are done. Let's go out there. Okay, real life ready? All this is sitting out here. This is becoming the catch-all since I've been doing deep clean. It's like, I know I'll get to this eventually, so I just keep putting stuff in here. That'll be part of my cleaning this week. Maxine's still sleeping. She's snoozing away there. The vacuum's thoroughly loud. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit here in the living room, just the table, because there's a lot of stuff that we have to put away that we got for our pool stuff we have to, you know, add to your. That's all I'm cleaning in the living room. There is more out there. I've got a girls right there. They've got a new mirror and armoire. I gotta put that together. That'll be another project to do this week. Not today, another day. I'm like, I'll let that sit for a little bit. And then the sink is looking really good. So I'm gonna I got more of these. We were at Lowe's this weekend. And so I don't film everything we do. If we go out and do things, I don't film everything anymore. But I needed more of these. They were 2 for $5, I think. So I got 2 of those because mine's looking kind of mangy a little bit here. So I will just, do I save this? Just thinking, do I save it? I might rinse it off and just put it under the sink. But I'm just gonna rinse my sink out now. That's got the, see if all that little stuff will come out of those little holders. Just a little bit, that's good. So I'm leaving pretty much the living room that because the kids will pick things up. Most of that stuff out there, actually all that stuff out there is all them. So yes, I could pick it up for a video, but I'm gonna leave that for them to clean up. I went out to my garage and grabbed, there was no milk in here, like they have Jensen's milk, but not the regular milk. So I was like, do I have milk? So I got that out and that's in there. And then I found a cantaloupe. So I pulled that out because that has to be enough. And then I had also what did I have? The little spaghetti squash. And so I put that in my refrigerator. So then that can be used up in the next few days. So I'm reminding myself of that. But I made that chocolate syrup. And so the first one was in a small container. So the next one, I put most of it in a big one here. So I don't think kids know that this is all chocolate syrup. So I need to let them know of that. But there is stuff to eat up here for today, so that'll be a really good thing. So I'm going to do a list right now. What I do is when we do, like if we have our normal chore list over here all marked off, like how everybody's going to do it. And then the deep clean, I don't have that all written out because like way back in the day when I had a bunch of kids and no time to do all this, I did write everything out on a piece of paper. We printed it off. That's what we hung up. As you did your chore, you marked it off, and that way it all got done. But I don't have that here. Maybe in time, it's not a big deal for me to take 5 minutes and write it out. So I'm going to do that for today. I'm going to write this out. Now, we won't do all this. The refrigerator will be full. It'll be a full refrigerator. I'll take a picture of it because what I have found, kids sometimes like touch the refrigerator and smear it and like it comes off and then you're like, what did I write down? Anybody have that happen? I did. I used to use marker boards a lot and then I'm like, oh, that like if it gets erased, what was on it? So I'll take a picture of it so I'm reminded of it. But I'm going to write down everything that needs to be done. This is everything. Like I break it up because there is 5 kids doing chores, 5 and myself. There's 6 people doing extra chores. Instead of like, okay, you just go clean that. Like for me, it's easier to say, okay, you go, like this week is what? The bathrooms, hallways, and office I wrote. So this is going to be all the bathrooms. This is going to be all the hallways. So that includes my butler's pantry. That includes the hallway going up the stairs, and then where I have my office. So basically deep clean my office. So this way I will mark down specifically, like I'm going to think of the stairs. So this is one example how I'll write things down. I think of, okay, so one of the jobs in the stairs will be to wash the hand railing. Another one will be to vacuum the floor really good. Another one will be to wipe the walls because, you know, everybody touches the walls. I think there's been a pencil scratch going up the wall. I don't know how or why that happened, but it did. It's still there. So like that'll get done. Someone will wipe all the light switches that are right there. That's that way. And then at the top of the stairs is like the landing. There's a lot of doors and a lot of little like places like light switches. I'll have them wipe all of those down. That's another one. And then we already did the living room up there, so that's good. I won't worry about the bedrooms up there. That'll be next week. And then down here will be butler's pantry. So like basically it'll be me mostly organizing it, so I won't write that down as much, but like organize the cupboards, organize the food, you know, clean out the cupboards, wipe out the stuff, wipe things off. I've read all that done. I won't because I'll be doing that, but vacuum the floor really good in the nooks and crannies. Bathroom, same thing. Make sure it's filled with supplies, clean out the cupboards, you know, reorganize them, see what needs to be adjusted, wipe everything down really good, wipe the walls, that kind of stuff. So that's more of a deep cleaning. We don't always do that. You don't know and really always organize. Some do, but not everybody. So just to make sure it's all running and flowing smoothly. So I'm going to write all that stuff down right now. And then today and the afternoon, because it might rain today. So, and we're not going anywhere. We have a few days. Last week was really busy. We did a lot of extra. This week we don't have as much. So it'll be one of those things like today I'll say, okay, somebody go take 3 chores off the refrigerator and go do those. And that'll take literally 15 minutes per person. And then in that 15 minutes, guess what? A lot of that list gets done. I should put it on a piece of paper. It's probably smarter, isn't it? Let me do a piece of paper because I feel like the marker board, it's going to get wiped off. Or should I just do it on here? Should I risk it? Let's just risk it. Okay, let's just risk it. I'll put it in here. So that way it'll get some today done. Tomorrow we'll have a little bit more time and somebody can do some. And if we don't, that's okay. It'll get done. And by the end of the week, we'll have it finished. So it's a good thing. So let me take the time and do that right now. So I've got my list, pretty huge list, but there's lots of areas, lots of specifics. This took me 10 minutes, not 5. This prevents me from having to say, okay, like do this. And then when they come back and they go, but I didn't know you wanted me to do that. It's on the list. Everything's there. They know what to do. So again, I've got my own specific on the side of what I'm going to do. So I wrote that. I'm going to do some of these too, but between like 5 kids, that's a lot. There's not that many chores that are extra. So mine are over there. So I will maybe start on that this week a little bit when I got some free time in between doing school, all that good stuff. So it's there. This is beyond the regular cleanup of the house. It's just, okay, we've got a few hours. Let's do that. So today I might not do a lot of food because we have stuff. We're still going to make food. I might go, okay, let me take an hour and let me go deep clean this area or this area. And then you know what? You mark a few off. And if you can't today and you can tomorrow, then tomorrow I'll say, okay, I'll take another hour and I'll do something else on the list. That's how you get things done little by little. Set yourself a time. When I had little kids at home, a lot of them, and then I had no time for projects, no time for fun, no time for anything. I feel like I finally had like a schedule system, and then the afternoon after I fell asleep for about a half hour, at 2:30, I said, okay, this will be my craft time. So from 2 to 2:30, I'm going to work on some crafts that I want to do for my house, like DIY stuff or stuff I want to do with the kids, that kind of stuff. And that was the only time we did it. 2:30 came, we put it away and said, okay, we'll do it again tomorrow. So then every day you get to work at something a little bit by little bit, and eventually it gets done. So for now, kids are moving, doing their thing. They're going to be helping with their normal chores and breakfast, and then we're gonna sit down and do our school. So I will take a break for a little bit and I'll come back and we'll do more with you guys. 2, 1. Wait, she's coming over. All right, I had to wait till the entire household left to go outside. So it's been busy. It's what, 3 hours later? I think I stopped at 10 and it's now 1:15. So, oh, there's one more child. It's been a busy day in the household. So we have been doing really good. We got time to get our school done. We're going through review. They did really good on that. It was quick because they were done with it. And then they started on their chores. And then it's been busy. Like I got a phone call, I got to talk. And then talking to older kids and just a lot of busy going on and spending time. So I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I gotta finish my day here, kids. So they're all dispersing, doing their thing right now. They did the chores, so I had them take 3 chores. I said, choose 3 chores or like one bigger chore off the thing so we can complete something off there. So they did that, so that's good. So some of the stuff's getting done, not all of it. And then what I'm gonna do now, I think I'm gonna start working on my area back here. I'm doing dinner tonight. Dinner tonight is gonna be burgers. Very simple. We're gonna do burgers and I got the deep fryer out. So we might as well we actually put the slushie out too. I'm looking at that. We put the slushie machine up. We were supposed to do it this weekend, got busy and didn't have it. So I promised the kids we'd have it. So that's running. We put some orange soda in there. And then I'm gonna do the deep fryer and I've got spicy onion petals. I think we got those at the discount store. And then I've got fries. So if I want to deep fry those and then we'll cook some burgers on the smoker, call it easy dinner. I'm like, why not? Let's just make it easy, eat out that kind of food outside. I've got a couple salads I can mix up, that little bag stuff, and good, easy day. So I'm taking my burgers, and I think we already opened this once. I just did not separate it because life was really busy at the time. So I'm gonna I think it's separated into 2 different bags here. What I have left and the rest I'll stick in the freezer because I won't cook it right now, but we'll cook it in a little bit. This cuts down on huge space in the freezer to get rid of the box. That's a good thing. I'll just stick these in here in the freezer because we'll use those in a little bit. Put these in the garage and then we'll just go over there and we'll clean the butler's pantry area. Okay, now I'm back down over here. So more visiting, more chatting with kids. That's always a good thing to do. So I'm gonna clean up over here. So this is a big giant, this has been the catch-all of everything. I just keep putting everything here. So I need to kind of do something with it. Mixing, like following you, mommy. So let's do the cupboards first. These should be there's like not a whole lot in here. We did really good. Like food-wise, we didn't do a lot of snack like purchasing. So basically we always have saltine crackers, and then I got some of these at discount store, but we still have a lot. And I have like pretzels, our seeds. I think I could fill my seed thing. And a little bit of cereal there, and we did open these up. So I'll probably just refix this. I've just got this big flour and sugar here that I just threw over here instead of in the closet, but I might be able to put it in the closet now. So let me do a little bit of organizing here. I'm like, cereal, we go through cereal real quick with everybody eating it. And those I usually keep on the shelf here so you can kind of see. These we opened up this week. We had a couple of different things we went to. So I was like, oh, grab a fruit cup. We had some pears. I'm like, grab some pears. It's just an easy way to make a lunch, which is good. I might have to get a little bin. Let's open this and I'll put this in here too. These are really good. These were good at the discount store. I don't even know what we paid for them. They're not expired, they're still within date. This here, want to see what this is? Everything's falling out as I'm opening the door. Yes. This is real life. This is what this happens too. We'll get down there eventually. That's gonna work. I'm gonna put the granola in here. They're both the same. The date's the same, so I don't mind putting them in one container. I need to make. I bought, or I made all that yogurt. I need to make more strawberry sauce. We're out of that now. Because I ate it, but I still have a lot of yogurt left. This is good for granola. I think these are honey nut. I'm just tasting to see what they are. Or is this regular? That's honey nut. I need to get 2 of these big ones. I think I have one. I just need to see if I have another big one. Then they can all go in one big one. Perfect. I'll see if I can fill this up. And then our, right here, these little popcorn seeds. I guess this is what I just did. This looks like the same. Popcorn seeds don't go bad. You can have popcorn seeds for years. I think my girlfriend gave me a 50-pound bag of it. And I had it for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I just dropped all that. So these last you forever. They stay best in the freezer. They work really good too, but this works out here. I just got a bunch. We just haven't eaten a ton of it lately. I'll probably have to pop some. I usually like to leave out the stuff that's open, like the crackers and stuff. But I guess I don't mind putting it in here. As long as they're like right here. Perfect. Okay. Put this over here. I don't mind just throwing those in there. Those are leftovers from Easter. Remember, I got all those snacks and stuff, so I've been pulling them up slowly, like as we go and do like a beach day, or we go and do a park day, or we had a homeschool field event. So I just said, here, grab those snacks. So those are just kind of like the leftover Takis. These things we've had forever. These are those, the sugar-free lollies, crackers. I probably will get rid of those. We've had those for a long time. Discount store, they were so cheap. They're good, but it's kind of one of those things like, do you eat them? You know what, I'll stick them is in my car for like car rides if somebody needs one. Let me go take these over here and separate the trash out of here. So I'm going to take and put my flour and sugar in this pot over here. I already have some open. So just continue. So these cupboards are good. This one I'll have to organize. I've got, like, see, I got all my plastic containers. I just need to put them away. So the boys just discovered these. They didn't realize that we had the seeds for them. So I'm going to put these up there too. Okay, what I want to put up here is my air fryer. I just have to go get a power strip and put it back there. And then this will be good to be able to put stuff in the air fryer. So I'm going to go get a strip in the garage. So I think I'm just going to leave the air fryer there and plug that in. This I'll keep separate. We only have a little bit left of this soda stuff, so I think that'll work. So then it leaves it empty. We can throw more. I mean, this will accumulate with stuff. It always does. Let me rinse out my washcloth so I can wipe out the sink. Actually, there's a sink right here. Just wash it off the sink. This is pretty much the way it is. I gotta do a little bit of organizing up here, but that's it. I gotta get my step stool. So I move these based on how we use them. So I take these white things out all the time in these. So I put those there. We got some space now, and I just put these up here. On the stand that I have our popcorn machine on the bottom I put like our serving trays. I put the egg holders. And so I thought, why don't I put the serving platters for like the nice down ones for like vegetables and fruit and things like that down there. So those are down there. That'll be easier to get to then, because everything's just stacked. You stack everything. The top shelf is all stuff that I use once in a great while, so I don't want to get rid of it, but it's like, it's just more stacked. So those are done. This is real life. This is how mess looks. This is dishes getting dry and then throwing them in here and letting them just, instead of stacking them, because like these things, you gotta make sure they're very dry before you put them away. So if they're kind of wet, they'll just kind of throw them in there. I understand, I get it. So I just need to do some nice organizing. So let me take all this out. So we bought these at Sam's Club, I don't know, way before we moved here. So I'm trying to, like, plastic's one of those things you don't keep forever, just because it does wear down and get yucky. So I found that when we take these on trips and stuff and they get a little whatever, I just throw them away, because I know that's what we're doing. So I'm just kind of seeing, what do I have more of? I don't, it's these are the ones that we've used these up. So I'm just gonna kind of stack them with the lids. I have a ton of extra lids I do not need. So this will be one of those, like, okay, let's make sure we try to focus on using those up. But I have a lot of extra lids here that I don't need. I don't have that many things. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10. So this will clear out some of this stuff. And those we're just using like when we go to the beach and stuff and on trips. So I have a lot of extra lids. And then I bought all of these, so I have a ton of these, and I'm okay with that, because I don't have, like when I go to make my soups and that, I don't have like any of those. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm out of containers. So I don't mind having extra of these, because these definitely, these get used up. We use them a lot over the years. So just stacking them with the ones that we have. So I feel like this is good down here. I've got this. I'm like, surely I can put something in there. So let me kind of see, because that's more of like a extra one, but this is good. This is all I need for down here. These things are weird. I need to get new, I guess you gotta twist them in new, what are these called? Knobs? Yeah, we will. Like, it's all like the whole house thing. I just need to do it the way that we like to. What I did is I opened up a regular Cheerios and put them in there, because I got honey nut there, and I'll just leave those out. So now let's move down here. And let's clean this one up. I think this is gonna be a mystery. I think this is the secret stash cupboard. It is. It's the burner secret stash and my coffee stash. So I just need to straighten this in here. Let me see what we got going on in here. Oh, and the popcorn. See, these don't even go in here. You know what I need to get out is the knife sharpener. That's something I have to do. We gotta sharpen some knives one day. Let me put that out too. This is for my smoker. I'm gonna need one of those today. I think it's gonna be good for there. I want to keep this in here. Just I want to be able to use it, or I should stick it over here. I feel like under here I'm gonna like forget I have it, and I'll be like, oh, let's just buy some bread. This is just like the extra stuff, like the stuff that we don't really do a whole lot with. I need to get some napkins out there, I know. So this is good. Good for in here. So in my head, I'm like, I want to start working on the closet and cleaning that up. But I'm like, you know what? That is one more thing to do today that I think I'm like looking at my time, and I'm like, I've only got a little bit of time here because I got to make dinner still, and I still have to edit today's video, and I want to be done so we can enjoy some family time. So I'm like, why don't I just finish this in here and be done? So I left the cereal out, and I left this because this is like a grab and go. Mix it, like I can literally just stick this over here. This is basically, you want a soda, grab one out. I have the container this can just stay here, and I've got this right here all plugged in so we can use this as we need it, which is good. I think the drawers I'll go through now. I think they just hold Maxine's dog bag, so that's easy for her walk. Oh, this is fun. I was just thinking, I'm like, where's all the charging blocks at? I have all the charging blocks. That's funny. Okay. Let me go through here real quick and see what I have. Okay, I need one of these. Let me go to my junk drawer and see what I have for junk out in the kitchen. Just remember where you have your junk drawer, Amy. I'm like looking at the other day, I was like, where did I stick all those charger block heads? And I'm like asking Autumn for them. Thankfully, she keeps a lot of stuff, but I have them all over here. I just forget this area over here. And this, I think, is just matches. Oh, it's got my little tape measure. I need that in there. I got like that cutter, and I got this too with this. This works out really good. Okay, mostly matches, candles, extra lighters. They're like small drawers that don't really hold a whole lot of anything. So, oh look, I got all this too. I just bought some of these. I'll put these out in the garage because that would be more for him. So this area is done. This is what I really needed to do out of, like, I just did a little bit. I didn't do a ton of deep cleaning. I'm kicking boxes here, but I got that area done. So now I'm gonna go through what I have here, figure out what I'm gonna do with this stuff here. It's like this one is wet. I'm gonna put this back there to dry. Put this out and Greg can show me how to set this up to do my knives. Don't mind my list over there. I was gonna put that little square thing. I was like, what am I gonna put in there? I'm not sure yet, but I have my tea and I just put this in my water every day. I don't know if it's just sitting out. So I was gonna put it in there, but then I'm like, why don't I just go get one of these and stick it inside here instead of, and then I can just have it sitting out. May not be as pretty, but I feel like this should, let's see how many we can get in here. And then down here, I think I'm gonna put fettuccine in one of these. I used to have, this is a little shoved in here. I have two of these. I think one of them is supposed to be rice, and I do have an extra. I think it's gonna be noodles. So maybe I'll put the noodles in one, and then put the fettuccine in my other container. All right, so inside, kids are in there. It's like everybody's home. So everybody's in there. They're making noises, doing things, but we're doing good. They're eating up the sandwich spread. I'm like, we got one more container to eat up. So they've been eating that. I got my butler's pantry clean, so that's cleaned out, organized. I guess that's a good thing. And then few things to organize, like the pasta. Did I have to do that? No, but it's like, to use that container, it's like I used to have fettuccine, so that worked out that way. I'd rather have it in containers, the cupboard stuff, just for bugs and everything else that lurks in Florida. So I'm gonna get on dinner now so I can be done. So we're doing deep fry. We're doing deep fried nice. We got our slushie, which is looking messy because we had slushie on here, and we got the deep fryer here, just because it's all outside here. I've got smoker turned on. I'm gonna put the burgers out there, and in here I'm gonna deep fry. I'm gonna do French fries, and I'm gonna do the onion. They're like onion petals. I think she said the lady at their place at their restaurant. So I'm assuming at some restaurant they serve spicy onion petals. I don't know where, but somewhere delicious. So it's good. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. The pool looks amazing. I cannot wait to go in it here in a little bit. It's just a good day. It's a good Monday. It's like, you know, when you have good Mondays, when you can be home. I mean, I don't mind running. I don't mind running. It's part of my life. And so when you can be home and you have a good day of school, you're going to have a good day of cleaning your house. You have a good day of making food, eating up the things in the house. You have a good day of getting some chores done. Good day of spending some time with your kids. It's like, it's a good thing. So feeling good. So let me go in. The oil's going to take a little while to heat up. I'm going to go get the burgers and then we'll just put them on the smoker. That's easy. I keep checking my oil. It's almost done. I just went inside. I had asparagus that I bought. Remember at Detweiler's? I had to make sure that's not going bad. So I think I need to eat that up tonight. So I'm thinking I have that, and I have some peppers, and I have some zucchini that has to get eaten up. So I'm like, why didn't I do like a little stir, like, you know, fry it basically, like saute it. And then put a little bit of garlic in there and put some Parmesan cheese. I think that'll be really good. I was just thinking, I'm like, what can I do with this? Because it's got to get eaten up. And then we can have it as a side. I've got some mushrooms too. So the burgers will be cooking. This will be ready in a minute, and then I can deep fry the stuff, and I'll just put it on a pan, put it in the oven. It stays warm because we'll be eating tonight and a little bit here for dinner. I think I'm just going to do the deep frying first, and then I'll go in and do that. So this is almost the temperature. So let me go in and get my stuff. I'll get some toilet paper to put in a pan. Napkins to put in the pan too. I'll get the oil and stuff, and it's good. Okay, these are ready. It says spicy battered onion petals. And it says just deep fry, $3.50 for 3 minutes. That's where we're at. So we're gonna put this up here and pour this in. This is good. It's nice. Like, I've been deep frying like tons of stuff and like all the chicken and all the egg rolls and all the Chinese, and I'm like, oh my goodness, so much deep fry. So it's nice just to do a small batch of something like this will be really good. So not in the house, in the sink, I've got, I had some broccoli and I put some mushrooms in there. The zucchini I have to eat up. I have to get the asparagus and the peppers. Some of them were bad in the bag too. I'm like, oh, so I got those washed right now, and then I will go in there and we'll cut those up, and then we'll just saute them. I think that'll be easy. Burgers are cooking. It's a good day. Maxine is following me everywhere. I got the seasoning salt. I think this will be good. When it comes out, we'll see. I smell it. I don't know. It said 3 minutes. So this is good. This is like going out to eat. This is where, like, tonight we might go out to dinner. So instead, we're gonna have burgers in the smoker, which is good. Yes, we're gonna deep fry these, but if we went to a restaurant, they deep fry theirs. I know they do. And all the other stuff we have, even like the sodas. So we got slushies right here. So it's good. It's like, this is a good thing. This is the opposite of going out to eat and just eating at home. And we can do it because we've got the same kind of equipment, which is nice, and we can make it right here at home. So it's a good thing. I just put a little bit less in this one, thinking it might cook a little bit better. I don't know. The oil is getting lower. I need to either add oil to it or not. So I think this is gonna be good. Okay, I always forget. You need to re-let your oil get. I was thinking, why are these smushy? You gotta let the oil heat back up before you put next batch in. Live and learn. It's okay. Okay, so these are good right here. I'm gonna let that heat back up, and then I'm going to do the fries. I'm not gonna do all the bag of it because I feel like we just won't get eaten. The boys said the onion rings are really good. So onion petals, I guess they're called. Let's put the fries in. As I'm putting this on, this is seasoning salt. I'm thinking like when we add salt to like fries and stuff, you know, like, so I was just thinking regular salt, but then I thought, oh, I saw seasoning salt. This is basically like, I'm thinking like Lawry's all-purpose seasonings. That's probably pretty much the same thing as this from what I remember, but this is good. Put on the fries. Ooh, they're screaming, they're alive. And then I'll wait till that reheats that back up. We'll put in the burgers are almost done, and then I can go inside and finish up in there. Maxine's over there sucking up the sunshine. Are you loving your sun? Do you love the sunshine? She's kind of quiet today. I'm not sure why. She's like, I just smelling all the stuff. She's got a little dog bed right here. We had one of these for Ruby, and Maxine liked to lay in it. Was it because it was Ruby's bed? Probably. She doesn't even lay in it. I thought for sure she'd lay in it here, but maybe she likes to lay on the cement. It's breezy today. It's beautiful though. Gorgeous, gorgeous day. I'm gonna go in. Boys are playing video games together, so I won't do any sound or talking unless I say, hold on, let me talk. But I'm gonna do my veggies and cut them up while these are frying. Burgers are done. I'm gonna put these, we're just setting them in the oven. If you saw me cut those veggies up, the asparagus, it wasn't like the best, so I cut the good part, threw away the rest, and the same thing with the zucchini. The one was just yucky. I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother. So I'm just gonna saute this over here. I've got the last batch of fries out there, and then I think I'm just gonna put a salad together and get all our little condiments out, and it's gonna be an easy, easy dinner. So this I'll just kind of saute salt and pepper and some garlic, and then I'll put some Parmesan cheese. This is that light, sweet, like smoky. That's actually really good. It's good, like a slight smoky. I'm gonna put that in here. It's probably good on the burgers too. I didn't even season the burgers. Let me do that before I put them in the oven. Get after they're cooked. Dinner is done, it's in here. So these are, the fries turned out so good. Last time I made them, I didn't heat that temperature up super hot, but these are great, like nice and crispy and like good fries. These little things are good. I mean, second batch I put in too soon, so they got a little mush, but these are good, nice and crispy. And then the burgers are here, and I've got buns I pulled out of the freezer. That's sauteing over there. Buns in the freezer, I think the first time we had them, I took out as many buns as we needed. I've got 10 for today. I will get out some lettuce, and I've got a tomato here. I'll cut that up. We'll get some cheese out, pickles, all that good stuff. I'll probably, do I need a salad? When's the salad bad? Oh, it should be bad. Okay, I will cut this out and open this up, put this out too. Good, and to get these sauteed, I'll just put the mushrooms in at the end. Just do them till they're like tender crisp, and they'll be delicious. So those are just kind of, I just put the lid on it to kind of finish that out. The stuff is in the oven, it's delicious. The boy said it was amazing. I'm gonna just take the sweet kale salad here, put my scissors way over here. And then I've got the dishwasher rolling, so I didn't have to wash any lunch dishes today. It's like good. I keep saying it's been a good day, but it has been a great day today. So I'm gonna put this, I think it's my last bag of salad stuff. And then it's 4 right now. So we usually eat about almost 5, but a little bit before 5. And then it'll be swimming time in the pool. The boys went out in the pool now. They're out there swimming in there right now. Girls will be back in a little bit. They're off riding. And I'm here with Maxine. She's like, and maybe I'll take her for a walk tonight. We'll see. It's like a lot cooler outside today. It's not as hot as it usually is. So that breeze makes it a little bit nicer. So if you let this kind of saute, put the lid on it, see all that liquid gets in there now. So it's nice and all tender. So what I'm gonna do, shut this out. I'm gonna drain that out. Not all of it, put some of it, and then I'm gonna put Parmesan cheese on top. And then I'm gonna go like this. Set the lid on it, and it's turned off. That's dinner, the veggies. So that's it for dinner. I'm gonna try to get away with not doing an onion. I have lettuce here, tomato, we've got the salad, we've got ketchup, we've got mustard. I also have this, the secret sauce. We still have that. Chick-fil-A sauce, we've got pickles, and we've got buns right here. I was gonna cut up the cantaloupe. Oh, somebody's home. Cut up the cantaloupe, but I think I'm gonna wait. I might do that tomorrow. I don't feel like doing that right now. So I think I'm finished filming for today. The only thing we'll do is we'll eat up dinner tonight here, and then we will swim in the pool. It's gonna be a good night tonight. So good, relaxing family day after a long Monday. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and all the stuff we did. Lots of motivation to get things done in the house. Little by little, step by step, you get things done. So I will see you again tomorrow with another video. All right, come back tomorrow. We'll see ya. Bye.